applied myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take it.
This is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm so excited for this episode today. We got some great topics for y'all today. As you know, John Morant is approaching his debut. You know, a lot of disrespect he's been receiving, a lot of point guards they're putting ahead of him. So we got to talk about him and the Grizzlies. We got a Buffalo Bill fan on the show right now, and we got, obviously, Tomo, the Dallas Cowboy fan. They got a big matchup today. So we got to talk about that matchup. Oh, okay, he got the you ready. All right, Brandon Staley, man. I mean, 63 to 21. I mean, we got to talk about Brandon Staley getting fired and Daryl Morey being extended. Right. So before we go into those good topics, I got my bros with me. Y'all already know Missy get done something. So Tomo, we got AJ 2K, and we got Hibachi. We got Devin.
Comment starting early, man.
I knew somebody was going to say it. I was noticing it myself.
So we got a new set of twins, y'all. Y'all can no longer say me and Worm look alike, man. We got AJ.
Turn my thoughts like this.
Look.
I should have put in my contacts, man. It's all good, though. Y'all ain't right, bro.
Man.
How y'all doing?
Good. I'm doing good though, man. How y'all fellas doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm here against my will today, man. You know, but I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. Got to pay up a debt that at some point we're gonna get to, but I'm here. Always fun to be here, though. Always a pleasure.
Hey, Tom, I don't know if you can see it. You might want to hide that logo behind you, champ.
Someone different.
Yeah, man. We don't need to be seen right now. We probably won't even win 15 games this year.
Hey, as long as we win more than the Pistons, man, I'm straight.
They're a better young team than us.
Hey, we beat them once. We can do it again.
That's crazy. Hey, Tomo, he know how to pick his battles, though. I give you that, Tomo. Last year was the Pacers. This year is the Pistons.
The Pacers, the Pacers called me out. I was chilling. Remember, Ty came on here with all the memes and stuff.
Yeah, Ty had smoke for everybody in the play-in spot. Yeah, everybody from 12 to 15. All right, y'all, look. So, look, we got a big show for y'all today, but before we get started, y'all already know, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms. We got something new. We are streaming this on YouTube, obviously. We are streaming this on Facebook, and we are debuting streaming the show, the full show, on Instagram. So if you're on IG, go ahead and tune in. All right, make sure you like that video, share with some people that you know. All right, share with some people you know. That's my next thing, right? On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you already know, if you haven't done it yet, follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms. Use the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be using throughout the show. Shout out to JMO. All right, already in the comment section. And if you put a super chat in, hey, we're gonna pause everything we're doing. We're gonna hit you with the hold up sound. We're gonna throw the comment on the screen. We're gonna read it. You get the platform. All right. And then we appreciate all the donations. And there you go.
Donations.
We appreciate it. All right.
Gifts.
So last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
And with that being said, of course, man, we started off talking about some NBA. I mean, the two teams we was talking about at the bottom of the barrel, not the Pacers, because I ain't got time for Ty in this. Matter of fact, let me talk bad about the Pacers. When you talk bad about Ty's team, he paid to talk about them. But the 76ers, man, J-Mo, I wish you was here. We got to talk about Daryl Morey, man. He got a few more years. Daryl Morey signed an extension with the 76ers today that extends him up until the 27-28 season.
Woo.
What y'all think about that? Daryl Morey been with the 76ers, and he was with the Rockets before that. I forgot where he was at before that, but everywhere he went, they became a playoff team. What was you saying?
No, I was about to say, was he anywhere before the Rockets?
I don't think so.
He wasn't,
Yeah.
Okay. But everywhere he went, they turned into a playoff team. And good things happen. Sometimes some bad things happen. That dark cloud called James Harden was following him. So now he's not there no more. But the 76ers, they trust the process. So how y'all feel about that extension? And I'm going to start with you, Devin.
So that's what I was about to ask. As far as it's like a 50-50 with me with Daryl Morey, because in Houston, like what J-Mo just said, everything was catered around James Harden. If I start thinking about like the players he drafted, I don't think he really like drafted any talent to Houston. He got people in free agency. Like was Daniel House drafted to the Rockets, or he came from somewhere else?
Good question.
I think he came from Philly, right?
Nah, I don't think he
well, basically, I don't know if Daryl Morey can do, like, he's a good drafter. Because I was about to ask, did he draft Tyrese Maxey?
Oh, y'all drafted Daniel House.
Yeah, I knew he came from somewhere else. And was Tyrese Maxey there before he came to Philly?
Mm-hmm. He was already there.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm 50-50 with him, because he seems like what he is good at focusing on one person, but not building talent or building a team around the players. So in Houston, he focused on James Harden. He made a good team. It's just at that point, James Harden was in his prime. It was everything through James Harden. He brought some good people in with Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, but was it really a team that was going to contend for the championship? Even though they went far, but I don't think anybody ever thought the Rockets probably could have won the championship with that team. Then you come over here to Philly, same thing. I don't think he so much caters to Joel Embiid. He definitely was catering to James Harden. It seems like that's his guy, because that's the guy that put him on. But in Philly, like the fact that Tobias Harris still on the team, it's just certain things. Like, I don't think he's making a good team. He's just more so like, I'm gonna focus on one player, give him everything he want. If he get good stats, it's gonna make me look good. As far as making a team, I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I don't feel like Daryl Morey has made the team any better. I feel like they wasted, Joel Embiid's talent. He just got lucky that Tyrese Maxey actually turned out to be something. Because if you get rid of Harden and it was just Joel Embiid there, what is that team looking like if Tyrese Maxey is not what he is? So that's why I'm like, I'm 50-50 on the extension, because it's like you gave him an extension, but what is he doing really to help the team? They just like the reason that they're going to be a top 3 or 4 team is talent wise, because Joel Embiid is so nice and Maxey is turning out to be a good player. But who want to just do that? Like, who want to just be stagnant 3 or 4 spot for the rest? That's like Toronto. Well, no, I can't say that. Toronto got a championship out of it. But if you're not going to win the championship, what's the point? So I'm 50-50 on the extension. I probably wouldn't have done it, but I probably would have tried to talk to Bob Myers to see if he would have came out of, not retirement, but semi-broadcasting, because he knows how to build a team. Of course, he has Steph Curry, but the way he drafted Clay, Draymond. He got Iggy over there. He had Bogut over there at one point. Like, he builds a team. So 50-50 on the extension. I probably wouldn't have done it, though.
I know Jordan Poole playing like crap with the Wizards, but I think he got Jordan Poole too, man. Like, you can throw him out there.
Yeah, no bull.
To be honest, I didn't necessarily mind it. I don't think he's a bad GM. I really don't. I kind of like what he did in Houston. I kind of respectfully disagree on them, being a team that we didn't think could compete, because I thought they could compete. I mean, they was in the Western Conference Finals. There was a game away from knocking off the Golden State Warriors. He put teams together, but guys didn't perform. I think the biggest knock on him is how he's treated James Harden. I think that's just the biggest knock on him. And James Harden has made him look foolish. He didn't show up in Houston. We know the story about what he did in Philadelphia, but I think he built teams that we thought had a chance to compete. I thought Philly had a chance to compete last year, but again, James Harden didn't show up when it mattered most. I like, I like the fact that you get there. You know, it's a situation going on with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons don't want to be here. You need a guy that can come in and score and facilitate. Let's get rid of Ben. Let's bring in James Harden. James Harden don't want to be here no more. Okay, let's get rid of James Harden. He's not a guy that's hesitant to make a move and a guy that's hesitant to make transactions. But I just think that I can't put everything on him. I think guys got to show up and ball, bro. Like, I think the Sixers are a good enough team to compete for a championship. I feel like they was that team last year, and I feel like they this team this year. But guys got to show up and play. I think their team is good. I just think guys don't show up when it matters. Even Embiid has injury issues from time to time. And so, I mean, I think I don't mind it. I think he deserves more time. I think he deserves more time as the GM. I didn't mind the extension. And, you brought up the Myers from Golden State. Outside of him, who else you going to replace him with? I don't know if anybody else you're gonna get to come in and do much of a better job at surrounding the team with talent. So I'm not mad at him getting an extension.
Troy Weaver.
I like it. That was a great move. I agree with AJ. So I know Devin mentioned like the team. I think that this is probably the best team that Joel Embiid had since Jimmy Butler left, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna explain why. Now, just like AJ said,
before you explain, you mean talent wise or as just
fit wise?
Balance.
Yeah, like it fits Joel Embiid. So one thing about Daryl Morey, what he does, he's not a great driver, but he has a superstar and he knows how to put the right pieces around his superstar. What he do with James Harden? He got there, James Harden became an MVP. Joel Embiid, he got there, he became an MVP. So I look at, like AJ said, they had the teams to compete. Chris Paul got hurt. James Harden didn't perform. And they lost to Golden State. I mean, it is what it is, And he went and got Westbrook. People like, it ain't going to work. And what they do, they made a team to make Westbrook and James Harden work. They literally got rid of all their big men, and they went on a run towards the end of the season. They just ran into LeBron and AD. I mean, what can you say? They were the best two in the West, best two in the league at the time. Because that was hurt, KD was hurt, XYZ, right? So they just ran into juggernauts. That's how I look at it. Golden State Warriors were in James Harden way, and James Harden hasn't performed. Joel Embiid, last year, he averaged, 33. The year before that, he averaged 30. In the playoffs, what is he averaging? 23 points. 23 points. He's also not performing. AJ said he having injury issues. Yes, is that Daryl Morey fault? So what Daryl Morey did, I think the major reason why I think they probably kept him is how he treated James Harden. He could have easily gave James Harden that money, but he was like, no, I'm putting the team first. You didn't earn that money, so you either got to take a pay cut or get the heck out of here. So what do? He sent James Harden away. They signed Kelly Oubre, 3-and-D guy. They got Robert Covington, 3-and-D guy. They got Batum, 3-and-D guy. That's what you need around Joel Embiid. You need 3-and-D guys, right? And they never really had 3-and-D guys with size. D'Anthony Melton is a small guard. So they got guys that have size and length that also shoot the three. So I think they will make another move. That's why they gave him that extension. There's no reason. Like normally when the GM gets an extension, they normally make another move during that year. So I like it. That was a good move.
No, I agree with everything that y'all said up here. And technically, where else would they go unless they was going to do what the Wizards are doing and bring in a whole new front office and try to rebuild? I don't see them doing that because you got your cornerstone player right there. And he brought in pieces, like you said, Joe, to build around him. I mean, the whole situation with James Harden probably was a testing factor for the owners to be like, all right, we know this your guy, and we seen what you always do for your guy. So are you going to do the same thing here? Are you going to blow up this team just because James Harden is upset? And once they traded him, it was like, okay, we got a little trust here. But going off of one thing that you all did say, Daryl Morey's starting to remind me of Howie, where the drafting ain't the best, but he gonna find a way to put pieces around the team. What's going on in Philly, man? Where they just be like, you know what? I can't really draft that good, but I'm gonna find some pieces to build a team, and we gonna make the playoffs. There's something in the water up there.
Well, he can draft too. I get always credit. He can draft too.
He can get some defensive tackles. He can't get no cornerbacks, middle linebackers, but that's not there nor there. But I'm not mad at it.
I think with the Sixers, what's going to make me happy for them, I think it's one move they need to make. You need to get one of them two guards out of Chicago without having to give up like a Oubre or, but they're not going to take a Batum. I mean, like they got to give somebody and some picks. I don't want it to be Oubre or Covington, but they got to get one of them two guys out of Chicago, and I think they'll definitely be a team that can compete. And I feel comfortable with it.
If Chicago,
you said I forgot Tobias. He got to go.
Yeah,
he got to go.
If I'm
I think Kevin Oubre slides in that spot, and because he played defense and he's aggressive. I don't think Tobias Harris is aggressive enough.
If I'm Chicago, I'm doing that because it's no move Chicago can make to make them a contender. It's no move. I'm sorry. There's no move out there. DeRozan is not going to take you to the promised land. They need to get rid of both of them. For real. I would get rid of both of them. Take Tobias' contract. This is last year of his contract. He got a big one too. So it's going to take it. They're going to come off the books next year. Man, moving Tobias should be easy this year. So they're going to make a move. They're going to make a move.
Yeah, no, that should definitely be an easy move. Now, what's going to be a tough move is trying to bring back your franchise player on a losing team. And, you know, I don't know if people really know about this song here, but is it Are You Ellie or Are You Ready? Because either way, Ja coming back. So look, Ja coming back with these Memphis Grizzlies, and this season it's not looking too promising, man. You got Marcus Smart blowing up on people in the huddles. Then you just got, I don't even know what you got out there, man. But look, Ja's back. Grizzlies are 6-17. They're like 13th in the West. Do y'all think do y'all think Ja coming back will the Grizzlies make the playoffs? And I got a Lakers fan here. So I know you feel like the Grizzlies were a threat at some point, but do you think Ja can help this team get to the playoffs, AJ?
Man, last time I heard from Ja, he said he was fine in the West, man. I'm fine in the West. In all honesty, man, I've been kind of back and forth on this all day. Defensively, they haven't really fallen off like that. I mean, they're a top 12 defensive team, but offensively, they're bottom half of the league. They're like 29th in the league right now in offensive efficiency and offensive rating. So obviously, Ja coming back is going to help you offensively. Facilitating the ball, getting everybody involved in the offense is going to help. I think the biggest thing with Memphis, though, because I really think this team has been built around him to succeed. You know, you bring in a guy like Derrick Rose, you bring in a guy like Marcus Smart. Those are pieces that are supplementary to help him succeed. It's a swagless team right now, bro. And like that's a big part of what the Grizzlies are. They're about swag, they're about pizzazz, they're about the dancing and the grittying, and one thing that stood out to me is what Ant said earlier. What Ant said earlier this season. Ant was like, this is my first time playing in Memphis where it's just dead. Like people leaving at halftime, like it ain't no swag here. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It don't feel like Memphis. And Ja, for the most part, is Memphis when it comes to that basketball team. And so I think he's going to bring a lot of offense to this team. He's not really going to help defensively, but I think he's going to make the offense play a lot better. Obviously, they're missing a third scorer, and I think he's going to help with that. I think that if it wasn't for the play-in tournament, then I would be like, no, it's probably not possible. But since you have the play-in tournament now where you could be a 10th seed, last year the 10th seed, I think it was OKC, there was like 40-42. So like I think he's good enough to help this team go on the run to at least make the play-in tournament. Now, in the play-in tournament, I don't know because you won and done, especially if you 9 or 10. If I had to put my money on it, I don't know, bro. If I had to put my money on it, I would say no. I think the hole is too big, but I mean, the Lakers started out 2-10 last year. And so I'm indifferent, but if I had to put my money on it, I would say no. I don't think they're going to make it. But I do think they're going to be obviously a lot better when they bring him back to the lineup.
Man, 2-10. I'm glad I'm a Wizards fan. Go ahead.
I agree with what he said as far as no, they're not going to make the playoffs. But I agree the fact that I do think they're going to have a chance to get into that 10th spot in the play-in tournament. But I saw something Dino just said that had me thinking the same thing. I feel like even though he ain't the best player in the world, they missing Dylan Brooks. Because like AJ said, it's the swag. Dylan Brooks brought that just pizzazz to the team where, I don't know if y'all remember, when Ja was out, Dylan Brooks was balling. Like, just doing I don't know how he was doing it, but he was balling. And he was winning games. Him, Desmond Bain. I think they missed. Like Dylan Brooks to me is kind of like what Draymond is to Golden State. Not as far as the playmaker or anything, but just like the the heartbeat of the team. So by him, I mean, look at, I ain't saying he the reason Houston doing good, but he probably bringing some of that same energy over there. And they just look like a you know, a better team. Don't I know it, because I lost a lot on FanDuel because of Houston. Just, you know, betting against them. So, but when John Morant come back, obviously I think the offense going to pick up, but I think it's just going to be too much to get in the chemistry flow with all the new people. I do think Derrick Rose and having Marcus Smart will help him as far as, you know, veterans on your team. Only way I see the Grizzlies making the playoffs is if they go trade for Pascal Siakam. You Jaren Jackson there, Siakam, and John Morant as your 3 cornerstone players that bring extra defense. Obviously, I mean, you already got Jaren Jackson, long arm defender. Then you bring Pascal Siakam, who can do both. Actually, Jaren Jackson can score too. He's been scoring a lot lately, but with that type of scoring, it's more so, well, if nobody there, somebody got to score the basketball. Then you still got Desmond Bain. Like, that'll be a good team if you go make that move. If they don't go make that type of move, like I said, they might get the 10th seed to do the play-in spot, but they're not going to really do anything. The West is kind of nice this year. Like, people picking it up, so no playoffs for John.
Saying kind of nice, man. LeBron just won the in-season tournament, so the Lakers got something to play for now. Yeah, the only one. Jordan ain't got one, but
don't.
With the chemistry, man. With the chemistry, I don't see it. Nah, man. Ja's good, but he's not good enough to get this team to the playoffs. Like, you just gotta find your way back in the groove. But I will say this though: one thing he will do for Memphis is they won't have no more $5 tickets. Like, the ticket price can go back up now. They can stop giving them away 2 for $1. But other than that, I see a play-in maybe. But then again, let's say Ja come back and, knock on wood, he gets hurt. Now look what you got now. So again, I agree with you, Devin. If they're gonna make a move, that can add something to it. But I don't think so. Joe?
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. I got to make a playoff. But
just straight out or in a play-in tournament?
They might go win straight out. I got you though. Hold on, I got you. Hey AJ, you keep taking my notes, man. What's up with you, man? Like, the second talk in a row, you took my notes. So look, this is where I wrote down my notes. Ja brings swag. He brings swag. Ja is this. Y'all seen Love Don't Cost a Thing? All right. The Grizzlies right now don't got Christina Milian. When Ja come back, they got Christina Milian. They gonna have some swag. Listen, man. The
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Listen. 29th offensive rating right now, 12th defensive rating right now. They are last in points per game, 29th in field goal percentage. That's going to change. They're not hungry right now. Now, last year, Ja missed 19 games last year. They went 10-11 without Ja Morant. And they still finished 51-30. Somebody 51-30 or 51-31. All right. They still won over 50 games and he missed 19 games and they went 500 with him. So I got you off here. Anyways, look, so right now, Marcus Smart is injured. He's gonna be back any day now. He should be back any day now. Luke Kennard has been hurt. He's gonna be back also any day now. All right, so they're gonna get guys back. And then when I look at last year, John Morant, when he played, they won 67% of their games. When you look at the standing, if he comes back and they do the same thing, and that's when Ja going through all the stuff he's going through with the gun holding and all the distractions, he still won 67% of his game. We're talking about a motivated Ja Morant. Like, he's gonna be motivated. I mean, we already saw the press conference when they said how you feel about they putting guys above you like Tyrese Halliburton. No, they said how you feel about guys putting people in front of you. I still think you him, but how you feel about, he said, who they put in front of me? You know, Tyrese Halliburton. It was that kid from New York, Jalen Brunson. He heard the noise. He's hearing the noise, so he's gonna come back motivated. So if Ja comes back and wins 67% of the games, the Grizzlies will win 44 games. Right? Do y'all know last year, if they win 44 games, they top 6. They top 6. That's last year. And this year, I mean, I look at the standing this year. Who do I really trust? I mean, like, minutes. Oh, that's me doing that. Sorry, Tomo.
I'm like, what?
All right, that's me doing that. My bad.
So we got what's going on here?
I look at the standings. I mean, look at the Lakers. No respect to y'all, but you got like Timberwolves 18-5, number 1 seed. I mean, is that gonna last for all the year? The whole year, number 1 seed? I don't know. OKC 15-8. Is that gonna last? The Rockets 12-9. Pelicans 14-9. I don't know. The Suns with the Bradley Beal Suns. I mean, I don't know. I don't trust nobody. The Warriors and their issues. So yes, they can make the play. It's still early. Still early. They could definitely make the playoffs. I think Ja can come back with vengeance.
But so you said they're gonna make the playoffs outright? Like they won't be in
I think they good. I think
in the tournament.
You know what? That's gonna be tough. But
Yeah.
I think they will get at the minimum, at the bare minimum 8 seed. They're not gonna be 9th or 10th.
I think it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see how he ain't trying to say them. If the Kings go last,
Huh? No, we're gonna be straight.
I ain't see you say them.
He definitely skipped over them.
You go all the way to the top, the number 1 seed, Timberwolves. You ain't talk about y'all.
Yeah. Hey, we gave Timberwolves. They only lost at home. I'm just letting you know.
No, I think the Wolves are for real though. I think the rules are for real. I think OKC is for real too. In all honesty, now you got me at the
stay at 3.
What was that?
I don't think OKC gonna stay at 3. I don't think Minnesota gonna stay at 1.
I don't think they're gonna stay at 1, but I can see them both staying top 5 though. I can see them both staying top 5 like easily. Honestly, I really do. Obviously, you gotta mix the Nuggets in there. Obviously, if teams get hurt, that is what it is. But like Tomo brought up an interesting point with Ja. Like, what if he come back and he get hurt too? Like, they have a team. They have a team again that's built to make the playoffs. They got a team that's built for a playoff run, but like, it's a nice hole, bro. It's a nice hole they done dug, and like they gotta get together. They gotta play better as a team too. And yeah, I was gonna bring up Steven Adams because that's a big time loss too on both sides of the ball, in my opinion. So I'm real indifferent about it. I think it's way too early to write. You can't write them off. I will say that. I won't just write them off. I'll be watching, but like I'm not like when the Lakers was 2-10. I didn't think we was gonna make the playoffs. It's the reason why they come out with them percentages. I think they got, I think I took a screenshot actually. They got like a 0.6% chance, 0.4% chance of making the playoffs now. You know what I mean? I don't know who comes up with these percentages. I don't throw that out there. But I mean, percentages out there, most of the time you don't overcome those type of deficits. He's going to have to come back and ball. But again, that swag is important for them. It's huge for them. So, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I was indifferent about it, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm not going to bet on 0.4.
Like, you got to think about it. They're 6 and 7. They 6 and 17. They started off the season losing 6 in a row and 8 out of 9. That's how they started the season. They were 1-9, and now they're 6 and 17. So like they got a little, you know what I mean? Like, and that's being the worst offensive team in the NBA.
But that's kind of because you said they started out 1-9.
Oh yeah, 1-9.
Yeah, but the next 5 games is against the Wizards. So
exactly.
Don't mean too much.
They actually lost to the Wizards.
I know. I bet on the Grizzlies, and they gonna mess around and beat us. I was blown.
They lost to the Wizards.
But I mean, you still got like I agree with you as far as the bottom feeders. Like I don't see Houston sustaining the 8th seed but Pelicans, Suns. Like I know you say Bradley Beal, and I crack my jokes about Bradley Beal, but the Suns gonna get it together. Like,
they will.
What about the Pelicans? Remember they gave you a tough run for your money, like y'all. So again, then the Kings. Like there's a lot that can happen, but I don't see them flat out making the playoffs. I see them fighting for a play-in spot, but I don't see them just flat out making the playoffs.
You're gonna see motivated job. I'm excited. They play the Pelicans too on Tuesday. That's when job come back.
It's gonna be interesting, man. But we gonna hit this quick commercial break. What? Hold up, say that again.
Yeah, you better move out the way. You talking about
who? What? Hold up, what you got?
Y'all gonna go crazy. I can't wait to go back.
But man, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. If you're on Instagram, make sure you share the stream live. And when we come back, we gotta talk about the Chargers coach unemployment line. Like what's next for him? And then we gotta talk about the Bills versus the Cowboys. And we got a special script from someone, man. We gotta hear a script being read by a specific guest over here, man. So make sure y'all stick around.
Arms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
And we back. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that commercial break, man. Tell y'all everything the network got to offer. But we gotta get right into some risky business here, man. You know, some static shock happened last night. The Oakland Raiders. Oh, sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders, because they looked like the Oakland Raiders last night, the way they showed up. Scored 0 points last week, and then they must have switched the Madden setting from all Madden to rookie and scored 63 last night on the Chargers, man. They got bolted up, and then they got bolted out. Some person got static shocked. Right after that game, the Chargers owner came in and said, "I'm cleaning house. I got rid of the GM, the head coach, offensive coordinator still there, but everybody got to go." So what's his name? Chargers coach Brandon Staley gets released after 2.5 seasons. No, he gets fired after 2.5 seasons with the Chargers. And we just got to react to it right quick, man. And Joe, how you feeling about this, man?
It was deservedly so. I was trying to tell guys, you know, in our chats how bad this team was and why. So look, I don't know if y'all know this, right? And I told you this before, but I don't know if y'all know this. Since Herbert's been the starter, he's 30-32. 30-32. He's averaging 24.4 points per game, right? And that's the lowest, it's the highest points per game by any quarterback with a losing record since 1950. Think about that. The highest points per game quarterback ever averaged since 1950. All right? I think they're ready, Tomo. The Chargers defense has never ranked above 20th in the league in anything on the defensive side of the ball. The Chargers rank like in Staley's 3 seasons as a defense as a head coach, they ranked 29th in defense. 29th. So how in the world, like everything Justin Herbert does, it gets canceled out by the defense. Since Justin Herbert's been in the league, he's leading the NFL in 4-quarter comebacks and game-winning drives. Do you know since Brandon Staley's been a coach, the Chargers has given up the most 4-quarter leads in the NFL? And I look back at his last 3 games, y'all, in each season, right? His last 3 games. You go back to his first year as a head coach, right? Y'all remember what happened in Las Vegas? He lost to Oakland, that controversial timeout call he did, and then they decided to go for it, right? And they did it, and they won the game. Then the next year, they up 27-0. And what they do? Pass. Hey, you should let the play clock go down to 2:01 and then hike the ball off. Nah, we're gonna go at 13. When the play clock hit 15, we're gonna hike the ball off. Bro, you up by 20. Slow down. They lose that game. And obviously Justin Herbert has something to do with that too. He could have, made more plays. But you the head coach, you gotta do something about that. And this year, he said, "I'm gonna take over the defensive duties." That's what he said. I ain't say that. I ain't say that. He came on the podium and said, "I'm making the calls." And what you do? against a backup QB. Y'all down 42-0. Listen, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't watch the game live, right? I didn't watch the game live. And the Kings were playing OKC, you know, SGA, my man, Swiper. You feel me? They was going at it. All right. And it was halftime. I'm like, they both cooking. Let me go check the stats, right? I go on ESPN.com on the front page. That Jones says 63-14. I'm like, this can't be real. Refresh. Refresh. That Jones says 63-14. I'm like, what is going on? You know, so that's terrible. And I was kind of confused that they fired the GM, but I get it. They probably fired him because you kept Brandon Staley around this long. But you look at that team, that's probably the most attractive job for real. Look at that squad. They are loaded. Imagine Belichick over there and with that defense or on playmakers. Come on now. They'll turn that whole thing around. So it was deservedly so. I think we all on the panel agree that he should have got fired. I mean, he came there to be a defensive guy. You look at the Bills, Josh Allen, offense, your head coach, defense. So it's going to bring a good defense with a good offense. All right. But with the Chargers, it didn't work. So it was a great move.
Now, I found this funny, right? Because the Chargers are what everyone calls the Dallas Cowboys. They've been one of them teams that's like you got all the pieces, you got your quarterback, you should be able to go to the playoffs, you should be able to be in the Super Bowl, right? But no, they can't make it. Some way, somehow, they find a way to get in their way. What can go wrong will go wrong for the San Diego Chargers. I'm gonna say San Diego because they're not playing like they in LA. When you go on ESPN and you look up their stadium, they show the Rams. They don't show the Chargers. So again, and one more thing, Joe, they went and got Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator, right? You would think as the offensive coordinator, when the head coach gets fired, you get bumped up. Nah, they went and got the outside linebacker coach. Head coach. Still not about to get a chance to be a head coach. And last night, he still put up 21 points with that game looking the way it was. That team just looked outright deflated. Like I had cut it on at one point. It was a punt return. I guess it was the third fumble of the game. The kid that returned the ball, he got stripped. It looked like he got robbed on the elevator because he just let the ball go and walked off. Like he didn't even try to tackle the guy or nothing. It was just bad. It's just all out bad. And Staley, man. I don't know what's next for you because to get exited out like that. I mean, the last time I seen a coach get fired after a blowout, I think that was Wade Phillips when the Cowboys played the Packers on a Sunday night, and it was like 44-7. They told him, don't even get on the plane. Don't even get on the plane, man. And because they in Vegas, they probably told him, look, don't get on the plane, but here goes some Uber money. You can get back home however way you want. But yeah, it was time to go. It's time to go. It's too much talent. And the GM had to go too. Again, it's too much talent on that team for us to just keep sitting around accepting this. And I'm done in my soliloquy because I know AJ got something to say about Herbo.
You know what? Today not the day for that. Today not the day for that. I'm a let him live. It's no secret how I feel about him. My stance on him has not really changed. Now I'm interested to see how he looks with a new head coach. I do think they'll be better. This is about Staley because that boy, we like Joe said, we all know he should have been gone. We all know he should have been gone. His time there, never won a division. I think it's 8 fourth-quarter leads that's been blown throughout the time he's there. I think they went, 24-24 in the time that he was there as well. Go back to that playoff game where they blew that 24-25-point lead. Now, some of that is on Herbert. We're not just going to gloss over it like he wasn't the quarterback throwing them passes. But I would be remiss to not say Staley is a large part of that too. Like you did not coach that game well at all towards, down the stretch. And last night they quit. Let's just call it spade a spade. They quit on him. They don't want to play for him no more. I don't know what took the Chargers this long. Why did it take you this long? Why did you wait for it to get to this point for you to say, okay, I guess we gotta let him go now? It's almost like they did it reluctantly. Like, dude, he should have been after you blow that playoff game the way they did against the Jaguars, he should have been gone then. You're not coming back. You don't get on the plane, don't get on the bus. He should have been gone then. And surprisingly, they kept him. And so I think it was long overdue. I think they should have made this move. I think they'll be better off without him. I do want to say this. That head coaching position is one that I think a lot of people are going to want. Like y'all said, y'all know who the Chargers need to call, and I will call immediately.
Brian
Brian Flores. I will call Brian Flores immediately. We see what he did with the Dolphins. We see what he's doing right now with this Vikings defense.
That's true.
This Vikings defense is playing lights out football, like top 5, top 10 football right now. They just shut out the team that just put up 63 on them boys. Let's just be honest. But that Vikings team, and I know a lot because I'm out here working with them, so I kind of know that Vikings defense last year was like bottom. It was 29th, 28th, I think 31st, somewhere like that in the league. They didn't really make many defensive changes at all. They didn't really do anything to address that defense. They dropped Brian Flores in, and these boys balling on that side of the ball. They winning in spite of not having Justin Jefferson, not having Kirk Cousins. They still win the game because that defense is putting in work. And so that's the move I will make. If I was them, I would call up Brian Flores. You get another defensive coach in there that'll shore up that defense, and then trust that Kellen Moore and Herbert can take over the offense. I think you win a lot more games, and that's a head coach I think a lot of people, a lot of players will want to play for as well. Well respected in the league. So, but Staley, yeah, bro, he should have. I mean, we all knew he should have been gone already.
Brian Flores won Justin Herbert over Tua, by the way.
Over Tua, yeah. Yeah, far as Staley, I feel like he should have been. I feel like he should have never actually been hired. He should have. I mean, look where he came from. I think he was at like a place called John Curl, and then he was at JMU, and then he was just with the Bears. Like, he ain't had to do no work really. He ain't have to work his way up the ranks. I think honestly, if you look at him in the press conferences, he just be like. He a good speaker. Like he say the right things when you listening to him, but when he go out there, he talk too much to me about analytics and things of that nature. Like, I mean, come on. But so much analytics gonna do outside of experience. He not in like real time of what the games is. It could be 4th and 5 on their own 25. Well, analytics said that this play works 75% of the time. Didn't he actually do something like that? They were close to their own whatever. He went for it. Now they end up turning around. The other team got a chance at the field goal or something. So it's just stuff like that. I don't think he's a good coach at all. I feel bad for Anthony Lynn, honestly. I thought he did a decent job there. He had his best season there was, I think, 12-4. They made the playoff, and they won a playoff game. I think he actually had two seasons of like 9-7, which not terrible. You can make the playoffs like that, and he had one losing season of 7-9. But to get rid of him, and then so 3 winning seasons and 1 losing season, and to get rid, and then it seemed like the team. And he had Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor went down with the puncture. When they punctured his liver or something.
I think it was
And then they inserted Justin Herbert. Now you wouldn't have never found out about Justin Herbert that early, but still he had to pick up with a rookie quarterback. So I feel like Anthony Lynn probably should have still had the job. With now who I think should come in there. It's a lot of little candidates. I think like AJ and Joe and them said, that's a hot team. Like look at the defense side. You got Khalil Mack, you got Derwin James, you got Asante Samuel Jr. Like you got a lot of good people on the defensive side. Then on the offensive side, you got Keenan Allen, one of the best receiver/route runners. Mike Williams when he come back. Then you got the kid Palmer, he coming into his own. They got a decent tight end in Everett. You got Austin Eckler. I don't know how long he's gonna be there. They ready to. It seems like they want to get him out of there, but who knows? So they got a great team. Couple ways you can go. You can go Ben Johnson, which that's who I think is probably definitely gonna get an interview for it, just because you got the quarterback and Herbert. His offense did look. I mean, they slowing down a little bit in Detroit, but you can't act like they ain't been exciting plays. I mean, Jared Goff was in the beginning of the season was looking like a top 3 quarterback. So you got Ben Johnson, and I definitely think he's gonna go for a head coaching job this year just because he stayed. You don't want that's like an NBA draft prospect or something, or any type of prospect. You stay too long, you start to lose value. Yep. So I think he's definitely gonna get a lot of interviews. I would love to see EB get the job, but I doubt. That's the person I think that needs it, because I think they need a voice like that. That's what I think they need. I mean, I know, listen, y'all just ain't got the talent. Like, that's just what it is for y'all. So I don't even want to hear it. Y'all just ain't got the talent. Y'all ain't got the people. he was yelling at somebody, and they, oh no, he yelling at me, man. What's this? I'm not used to this. So that's just what it is with them. So I would love to see EB get the job, but I doubt he gets it. And then when AJ said Brian Flores, that'll be a good hire because you got a defensive coach, you got Kellen Moore to still run the offense. So I think you need a balance like that. Because I mean, even if you bring in Ben Johnson, which would be cool, now you gotta go find a defensive guy but I guess you don't have to because Brandon Staley's supposed to have been the defensive guy, and that don't look like no defense to me. Yeah. That's just like the Commanders firing Del Rio. I guarantee you Del Rio was probably laughing like a mug when y'all played the Dolphins. Like, see, y'all firing me, and this the worst y'all ever got beat. He probably was run it up, Miami, run it up.
And Ron a defensive guy, like.
And then Ron Rivera said he gonna switch some things up, and what did he do?
He switched it up, all right.
Sure did. He played one-on-one coverage with Tyreek Hill. Like, that's what you chose to do?
He put a rookie out there.
Yeah, man. So
no, that was St. Jude's.
Yeah, it was St. Jude's.
It was one of those. I don't know. It was one of those plays, Joe. You talking about? Why would he do that? What the?
That was a rookie
on the island.
Oh, that was when he went to the slot. Yeah, that's when he went to the second touchdown.
This firing has been long overdue. It's time to get some new coaches in a couple of these spots. Hopefully, my boy Pierce get the job with the Raiders. You know, you need people like that. As long as the team listening to the coach, then you can do something with it. Look at Mike Tomlin. Man, he has a sorry team for the last couple of years, but they listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And they talking about people talking about taking his head, and he ain't even had a losing season yet. He still got a chance to make the playoffs or not have a losing season. And they talking about, you think Mike Tomlin is washed?
Well, he almost pulled a Brandon Staley. He kept Cuz around for the longest.
Yeah, Matt.
We're gonna.
But he wouldn't have had to have him if Ben Roethlisberger would have got along with Todd Haley. Because the stuff Todd Haley was dialing up was working. He just ain't like him.
You know, it's funny.
That's because Ben was old.
And he couldn't throw no more. You know, it's funny. He was like, we're gonna switch some stuff up. We all like, oh, he went to fireman candidate. So will you switch up? We had pads at practice. I'm like, what? He wore pads. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
but I don't think it was just Matt Canada's fault. Kenny Pickett just ain't that. He ain't that decent of a receiver. And then he's just not that because they got the receivers. Najee Harris ain't came into his talent yet, but they talented him and Warren. So I think it's Pickett. He's just not that good of a quarterback. Got to know when to move on.
I mean, we gonna see. We gonna see. But I do like the names that y'all threw out there. There's a few other names too, like Steve Wilkes from the 49ers. He may get a phone call because it seemed like when you're a defensive coordinator for the Niners, you get that phone call. Look at DeMeco Ryans, my man with the Jets. But I would like to see EB out there. You know, somebody need to yell at Kellen Moore when you want to pass the. Never mind, nope. Because both of them like to pass the ball. They don't even need running backs in LA if both of them go out there. Yeah, right. But hey, Joe, you added this sound for a reason. So hey, Staley.
Yeah.
what?
That was Kellen. But I mean, we gotta move on. You know, we got another game of the year. I would say more so for the chats. I wouldn't say it was for the league to say this is the game of the year. But for me, it's gonna be a long Sunday. We gotta talk about the Buffalo Bills versus the Dallas Cowboys. This game goes down, man. So who you got winning? And
who?
We got a Bills fan here. So I'm gonna start with a Bills fan. Man. We ain't heard from you in a while, man. So who you got winning and tell us why the Cowboys gonna win.
Mm-hmm. So obviously, I don't got the Dallas Cowboys winning. Now, I wouldn't be biased if I really didn't think we could beat the Dallas Cowboys. If you look at the Cowboys, I ain't gonna say they terrible on the road, but the times they didn't take their losses, been them road games. They went to San Fran, 42-10. They went to Philly, what was it, 28-23. Probably should have been a little worse than that, but whatever. They lost to Arizona on the road, so they're not the greatest. And you can't even say nothing about that, Tomo. Lost to Arizona on the road. So
I can say some things about the Bills losses, but go ahead.
and yeah, you're right. So the thing is with us, I feel like it's just Josh Allen was being real inconsistent. You know, I don't like our running game too much, but you know, Mo's been coming into his own at this point. So obviously I'm going with the Bills. My man Dalton Kincaid is back. I feel like Josh Allen is picking it up, and us getting a new offensive coordinator, like it's just a lot. You could just see it. You can see the difference in the plays he's running. We ain't doing the Bojangle plays. He just. I know Josh Allen forced a lot of passes, but it's because you giving him them plays to force passes. Now on the Cowboys side, the things I'm worried about, I feel like Micah Parsons may have a big game. And if that's the case, that's going to wreck a game for us. And we got to get somebody on CD Lamb. CD Lamb been on a tear for like the last 7, 8, probably the whole season, honestly, if you've been honest. Dak has been playing great to me. The complimentary receivers, you got, what's the name? What's the name from USFL? Turpin? Turpentine? Turpento? Yeah, it's like they just got little receivers. They got Brandon Cooks. Everybody just playing well right now, so the team is gelling. But honestly, you cannot tell me when it's time for a big game. Well, I can't say that because they just beat Philly, but that was at home. But when it's time for big games for Dallas, they normally don't show up. So that's what I'm banking on. So I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. My score here is going to be 31. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more respect. 31-24. And I know you probably wondering, like, man, you think y'all gonna put 31 points up on us? I really do. Philly put up 28 on y'all, and San Fran put up the 42, and probably could have did more. They probably took their foot off the gas a little bit on y'all. So 31-24. You heard it here first. Buffalo Bills win. With that win, that's gonna put us a little bit closer to the top of the division. Miami got a little tough schedule now. It ain't no walk, and then we still got to play Miami again. So. We shall see.
I'm not
Buffalo
mad at
Bills
that
win the
score.
division.
I'm not mad at that score. I'm not mad at what you said about the Cowboys on the road too, because I mean the Cardinals, 49ers, like those two games, like they just flat out just rolled over us. The Eagles, if it wasn't for a big toe and our offense, I could make excuses about that game, but at the end of the day, we lost. But we also won games on the road. We smoked the Giants, we smoked the Panthers. We beat the Chargers, but at the end of the day, I'm getting to you. I'm right there with you. Those teams don't really. We did beat DeVito. We beat DeVito. The Commanders couldn't beat DeVito, but we beat DeVito. Yeah. Don't bring no young quarterbacks over here. Now, the one thing I will say about this team, last time we played y'all Thanksgiving, y'all put a hurting on us. Y'all was over there mocking Dak, doing the little dance on the sideline. They was talking about feed Zeke, all that, and Josh Allen did his thing. But the one thing I'm banking on, the same way you was banking on how we don't show up sometimes for big games on the road, is Josh Allen gonna turn the ball over. You right about him forcing plays and picking it up because he is gonna throw a pick. He gonna throw one, maybe two. And if we force turnovers, so if we can get some turnovers, we can possibly win this game. But at the end of the day, I more so want to see what my team is gonna do on the road. Because again, we've been to Philadelphia. Yeah, they here now. We've been to Philadelphia, and we were supposed to win that game, but they didn't. We went out to 49ers. They humbled us, and we've been playing good ever since. But here's another game where you're going up against a good quarterback, a good defense, a good wide receiver. Like, honestly, on paper, you would say they the same team if you're just looking at it. But I think the Bills need this game more because they're trying to fight to get in the playoffs and stay in the hunt. And the Cowboys are technically already there. They just need to win it, but they want the number 1 seed, so they don't have to see the 49ers again. So when it comes down to it, I'm looking at it like who's going to be more hungry. And I think my team is more hungry right now. Dak playing, he got the MVP. You hear this everywhere you go. So
it ain't wrapped up.
It's all good. We're going to say, I see this game going down to, it might be a shootout. I give you 31-33 Cowboys. Come down to a field goal. Go ahead, Joe. I hear you thinking.
It's funny. Everybody always say, "Oh, they gotta go all the way to Orchard Park." You know how the weather is in Buffalo. It's December. It's gonna be 42 degrees, man. I look at the weather right now. It's gonna be 42 degrees as a low, 49 high, but it's gonna be 75% chance of rain. Now that might change, obviously, because it's Friday. This is an interesting game. Okay. Cowboys forced a lot of turnovers in the Dan Quinn era. Bills turning ball over a lot in the Josh Allen era. Dak Prescott. I was thinking hard, Tomo. Has Dak Prescott really beaten an elite quarterback head to head? Now, I'm not trying to go on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is like, as a passer, he's not elite yet. He's not elite yet as a passer. He's a baller. That's what Jalen Hurts is. But Josh Allen is an elite passer. Mahomes is an elite passer. Now, I guess you say Justin Herbert, but that's what I want to see from Dak Prescott. I want to see Dak Prescott going to Buffalo, Josh Allen bring his A game, and Dak Prescott bring his A game and actually beat Josh Allen. So the turnover battle is going to be key here. Now, here's the difference between what y'all played and Josh Allen. Josh Allen is going to be the toughest test at quarterback for y'all all season. Toughest. All right? He can extend plays and still throw any ball. Now, that's including the bad ones too. Like Josh Allen is really good, but also gonna be really bad. Every time you say something good about Josh Allen, you gotta talk about the bad part.
Right.
But the good thing about this new offensive coordinator that took over, they use like Devin said, they're using Cook more. He's using more in the offense. They have more of a, I'm not gonna say balance because Josh Allen is running the ball a lot still, but they're running the ball a lot more, so they're not as predictable as they used to be in the past. So it's gonna be a home game. The Buffalo Bills are more desperate than the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is on an MVP tear, so that is a focus, and we can't ignore that. So, but who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go Buffalo. I'm gonna pick Buffalo.
Thank you.
I think Buffalo, because I believe Buffalo will still make the playoffs. They still make the playoffs. They have a threat. They could threat the Dolphins of winning that division because they got a tough schedule also, and they already beat the Dolphins. But I'm gonna pick Buffalo to win this one in a close game. Yes, man.
Buffalo's gonna win this football game, fellas. And that's all bias aside. Because I got a ton of respect for Dallas, especially after what they just did to us. Obviously, I got to read the script in a little bit here. So nothing but respect for what they've done. But you guys have already said it. They gotta do it on the road. Like they have to show that they can, at least this season, that they can beat a solid team on the road. We haven't seen that yet this season. This is the best defense that they've played since, oddly enough, the Panthers. Panthers got a good defense this year, oddly enough. But best defense that they played since the Panthers this year. This is the best offense that they played this year since the 49ers. And so I'm looking at this matchup. Yes, Josh Allen gonna give you that ball. Like it's no question about it. We know he gonna give you the ball. But the last 3 games have been playing pretty well. Last 3 games he's looked pretty good, even with his 1 interception. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays against that defense. I think the Cowboys are gonna probably finish. I would probably assume 13-4, maybe 12-5. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd say 13-4. I think that they split one of the next 2.
Every time AJ talks, might do that too. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, AJ. Go ahead and read that if you can for me.
Yeah, man. Somebody take it away, man. I'm gonna do enough reading in a little bit, man.
Go ahead, Tomo.
Hey, man. Shout out to Dave, man. I see Doghouse Dave ain't here, man, but he 4-month membership. He said, shout out to my guys. Continue to have a great show. AJ, I hope you're ready to read that script, my guy. Kev, you next. Hashtag DDH. Hashtag Dummy Bros. Hashtag R2L. Yeah, Kev. You should have been here. You left your Eagle boy hanging again, man.
Again.
We'll go ahead and finish, AJ.
But Josh Allen's gonna he gonna give up the ball. We know that's what he does. But they fighting for a playoff spot right now. And I just think that I don't think the Bills are better than, yes, statistically they are better than the Eagles. I don't think the Bills are a better team than the Cowboys. I think if this game was in Dallas, I think Dallas probably smoked these dudes because I think Josh doesn't have a great game against that defense in Dallas. But again, like that defense does not play well on the road. And so I think I keep always going back to that. They win this game and they beat Miami. I mean, they prove a lot of people wrong, myself included. But like I said, I think they split one of the next two. I don't think they drop both of them. I think they're a good enough team to beat one of these teams. But I think Buffalo, if it's any team that's going to catch them, it's Buffalo. One thing that Joe brought it up earlier, and I'll say it kind of to reiterate it. One thing about Josh Allen that but you don't really feel it until you playing against Josh Allen. Man, he's so hard to tackle. Yeah. He hard to get to the ground. You can't sack. He bounce off defenders left and right. He can make every throw. He make the bad ones too, like you said, but he can make every throw. Like, he's just a tough matchup. And, the Cowboys aren't always extremely good against those type of matchups either. Those mobile quarterbacks that actually use their legs, like Hurts should have did more. Conversation for another day. But I got Buffalo for all those reasons. But I do, if the Cowboys lose this game, I got them winning next week.
Here go a good stat for y'all right quick, because the Cowboys outscored their opponents 279-108 at home, which lets you know right there the avalanche starts. Once the interceptions and all that happen, the avalanche just happens. But when we're on the road, again, that 3-3 record, 142-125. So that right there, like you said, that defense don't travel. So we're gonna see.
They hot right now, though. They got a lot of momentum, and they hearing all the talk. So we gonna see. Yeah. I know Eagles fans gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching.
Well, we know y'all gonna be watching. Y'all better watch. Keep them views up, man. But
and the Bills only lost one game at home, and that was to the Broncos.
Yep.
Well, I will say this though: if the game is close and we go into overtime, Josh Allen has a 0-something record in overtime. So hopefully, if it do go to overtime, my money on the Cowboys.
I mean, you might not want to. You might just be the team to break that streak.
Hey, I thought the Eagles were gonna do it too, and then look what happened. Josh Allen missed a wide open receiver, and then boom.
That's crazy.
He ran the wrong route.
He definitely did.
That was crazy. AJ hold his breath.
I jumped up on my skin. Yes, thank God. My girl was like, "They won." No, not yet. I was geeked.
How he run out of bounds? My God.
Man.
Dang, that was.
And we take that win too. We needed that win right about now. So we'll take that.
But I mean, if we ain't got too much more to say, the moment we all been waiting for.
Oh no, y'all ain't got nothing else to add to the. That's all y'all got. That's all.
Nah. And just like when my boy was here, Teddy was here, he had to sing a song. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put you right up on the big screen.
Oh man.
Joe, am I doing this right?
I got you.
Go ahead. So
go back in this spot.
Because see, back then the rules wasn't the rules. But
the rules wasn't the rules. All right.
I want to know, Tom. I want to see our reactions, man. I want to see our reactions.
I mean, we can do that too. We can do it too. But so AJ, I mean, there was a bet that was thrown out there. I don't know if I tagged her so she could be here. Reese made the bet, which you said that you have to read the script. If y'all don't know about the script bets, I mean, go back and see Decorius. He had to read one, and then it just goes on down there from down on and on. But I'm gonna say it like this, like Spike Lee would say, do the right thing. I'm gonna start you off with one of these. Action.
All right, man. So as y'all all know, we made a bet with Reese. Shout out to her. I won one of these script bets before, and I thought I could go out on a limb and do it again. I thought I could win, but obviously my birds let me down. This is y'all fault. Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae, that defense is y'all fault. So in all honesty, as crazy as it sounds, I ain't even mad I gotta read this. I ain't that mad I gotta read it because they let me down and it's their fault. But without further ado, this is the moment y'all been waiting for. Here y'all go. Time to read this Cowboy script. So, good evening, everyone. We are here today to pay our respects to celebrate the life of the Philadelphia Eagles' ego and Super Bowl hopes. We leave behind our hopes, dreams, and determination. All trash talk. My deepest apology to the Dallas Cowboy family, for they are not, in fact, who I thought they were. Even though I bleed green, I must admit the Cowboys are the better team. For now. Back to the script. I ask that you do not respect my privacy. Continue to humble me with every interaction, point and laugh at us and our defeat. As a Philly fan, I now feel these L's. I feel these disappointments. I feel these tears. Hashtag, how about them Cowboys? Hashtag, Jalen Hurts. Hashtag, Jalen Hurts inside. Hashtag, Dak for MVP, which I agree with right now. Thank you.
Hey, yo, who wrote that?
From what I hear, it was a group effort. So
I'm gonna tell you like this. As a member of the writing team, you know, Reese wrote most of it. We just went in and made sure that it was PG friendly. That's all.
That's fair.
I gotta tell you though, the Corey's is way worse.
It was.
He ad-libbed, bro. It wasn't as bad as he made it. He made it 10 times worse because he ad-libbed and said we was gonna go to the Super Bowl and all this other stuff. So I tried to kind of make it. Huh?
That wasn't that bad. I thought Cowboys, you know, I don't know. They must like you a lot.
Say that again.
They must like you a lot because that wasn't that bad.
Hey.
No. So I'm telling you, Joe, there was a members only version of that. Like it was bad, but we had to dumb it down for the airways. I'm telling you, like it was bad.
Yeah, man. I'll take it, man. It wasn't that bad. I thought the end was pretty funny, so I'm like, all right, I'll take this. I did have to take out one part. Reese wanted me to say something. I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm sorry. We're gonna replace it, and I replaced it with the Cowboys are the better team. You know what I'm saying? So I give them that for now. I give it to them because I mean I can't argue that right now. So that's fair.
I mean, you got 13 reasons why we the better team. You know, that's all I'm saying. Or should I say 33? It's up to you, man. I don't know. We can go either way with this.
It's all good, man. Birds finna win the division, man. Go! That's all I care about right now, man. We finna get this division. I ain't finna trip, man. We finna get this division. Finish the season 14-3. We straight, man. We straight. My payback is gonna be seeing y'all on the road. That's it. That's gonna be the payback right there. Y'all gotta go on the road, win these playoff games. So
hey, man, look, all I'm gonna say is since Jimmy Johnson got inducted to the Ring of Honor, we've been winning games, man. So the curse
I'm not
might
gonna
be
lie.
lifted.
I'm not gonna lie. I got a little nervous when I seen that. I'm like, oh, he pulling out all the stops. He pulling out all the stops.
He ain't playing, man.
That's
funny, AJ.
That is funny, bro. But credit to the Cowboys, man. They earned that moment. Cowboy fans, y'all earned that moment. I've been trolling y'all like crazy, so respect. Y'all got us. Blew us out too. So we got a lot to work on, but I think we'll be all right.
There go your screenshot, Big O.
I know, right?
Go ahead, man. Take it. I know it's gonna be on repeat for a while.
No.
Hey, I hold my L's.
For sure.
My L's.
That's what's up, man. So Joe, let's get out of here, man. It's gonna be a good weekend.
All right, I'll kick us off, Tomo. Swiper season. Hey, Devin, hey, you saw my guy yesterday?
Yeah, I saw him.
Him and SGA. I ain't gonna lie, SGA tough, man. He tough. 18 free throws? Come on, man. So look,
yeah, him and Ant-Man 1 and 2 for the best shooting guard in the league.
SGA point guard, right?
I call him a shooting guard, but yeah.
Okay, he could be a shooting guard. He could be up there. He's getting out of Fox's lane. You know, but my issue with Ant, all right. I think he averaged like 24. He could do better than that, in my opinion. Anyways, hashtag Swiper season. He's having an MVP type year, averaging 30 points a game. Devin, did you know he's top 10 in 3 points made while shooting 38% from 3-point line? That's actually good for De'Aaron Fox. And it's only going to get better.
He's shooting 70% from the free throw line.
Come on, Devin. Come on, man. He is, dog. But Swiper is having an MVP type season. Like the Bean, we on a 6-game a home streak right now, a home stretch right now. We gotta climb that standards, climb them standards, catch up to them Timberwolves. Commanders, listen, man. Just look good on offense. That's all I care about, man. Just look good on offense so we can keep Eric the enemy. That's all I care about. Sam Howell had his first bye week. He said he went back and watched all the games. He know what he gonna learn from. He's excited. I think he'll play much better going forward. EB, do your thing. Right? Now, I'll say this in the chat. Since I've been, well, I'm not gonna say all that, but this year, when I made my predictions on playoffs, I said the Commanders were winning division. Go ahead, Tomo. You lied. I knew you were gonna play that. Go ahead. I was definitely wrong. All right. I said the Eagles, well, the Eagles still might be there. We gotta wait and see. But I did say the Cowboys will miss the playoffs. And I was definitely wrong. But I did not expect an MVP type season from Dak. I just didn't, So I gotta get Tom his props. Know his goal prediction. Oh my god! Oh, these Cowboys audio. I gotta give Tomo his props. His bold prediction was MVP Dak Prescott. We always like, go ahead, Tomo.
All
right. Oh my god.
That's all I ask.
So I gotta get a shout out to the Cowboys, right? So I was wrong. But that's all I got. Hashtag like the bean.
Go ahead, Devin.
Oh, yeah, appreciate y'all for coming on the show. Shout out to the whole R2L family.
Go ahead, Devin.
All right, so obviously, make sure y'all tune in 4:25 Eastern Time to watch Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns, 325 yards. Stephon Diggs, 120. Easy work. I ain't gonna say easy work. 31-24. That's my prediction for the score. Gonna be a good game, but definitely 3 touchdowns from Josh Allen, guaranteed. You bring me back on the show once it happens too, so I can, talk my mess.
Just don't do no script.
As far as my other team, well, if you even consider that a team,
hey, we winning right now.
We beating the Pacers?
69-55. It's halftime though.
What? I bet against the Pacers. I bet against us. Oh my goodness. My brain. I'm telling you. Well, all I can say, I guess at this point is, let's go Pacers. All right, I'm done.
Go ahead, AJ.
First off, man, again, it's always fun coming on the show. It's always a blast, no matter if I got to read a script or I got to own my L or if I'm celebrating the dub. It's always nice being on this platform. It's fun, man. It's always a good time. I'm always happy to come.
First time you on at the L, right?
I was about to say that.
Oh, no. You said first time?
No, I'm saying you haven't ran, but y'all been winning. It's your first time.
Right? I can't. I was here before the following week after the Jets lost. I was there that week, and then I was there after the Niners lost too. I was on last week. Yeah, I was on last week too. But I'm here again, after L, so it is what it is. But it's always fun coming on, bro. Lakers, we down the dub right now. I got it on the TV right now. I don't know what's going on with that, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how we've been playing so far this season. Reed's been doing his thing. Bron been playing like a top 5 player in the league still. I'm not saying that he is, but he's been playing like it in certain spurts, picking his spots. I really like that. AD, man, got to give a shout out to him because AD been doing this thing as well as of late. I don't know what he's doing tonight when we down 20, so it's not a good sign. I'll say that every other day. Last night he was balling. Today we know how that go. But AD been doing his thing. I'm really proud of what the team has been doing. Go get Zach LaVine, man. Go get Zach LaVine. I would love that addition. Just don't give up Reeves. Leave Reeves alone. If they want Reeves, don't do it. Eagles. Listen, man, it's been a rough 2 weeks. It's been a rough 2 weeks, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's hurt. You get smacked by the other 2 solid teams, other 2 great teams in the conference, and it's not a good look. But all in all, man, I still love my team. All in all, I still give us a shot. Just win out. Finish the season 14-3. Win a division, you put yourself in position to possibly be the 1 seed or even the 2 seed. You get some momentum heading into the playoffs, and then once the postseason starts, man, all bets are off. And so all I gotta say is it's fun while it lasts. Everybody want to troll your boy now, but when we back on top, y'all know what y'all gotta hear. Y'all know what y'all got here when we back on top. So fly goes fly, man. We straight, we good, we in a solid spot. Let's just finish strong.
ELGS, ain't that how she spelled it? Ego.
Oh my God.
My last words is just more so, man. Look, my man said 3 touchdowns. But I mean, one of those is a pick six because he throwing 3 touchdowns. He didn't say where they was gonna come from, but he said 3. So we gonna see, man. No interceptions, no fumbles, nothing. He gonna have a perfect game. It's gonna be what's up, man. Okay. I mean, look, man, this is one of those games where I gotta watch in close proximity because of being a member of the FJA club all season. I think everybody had this one circled. They was like, Tom, you keep talking all this stuff about Josh Allen. Well, that guy go up there and show him that he's better than Josh Allen. So this that moment. He been playing good against bad teams. He finally shut the Eagles up for me. Thank you. Now you gotta shut the Bills up. Hopefully we can catch Miami while they slipping, and then we catch the Lions. And you know the Commanders gonna be the ones that want to upset the party. You know that's what they're gonna do week 17. But at the end of the day,
we got
the Wizards, man. The Wizards are moving to VA. I'm a little torn at this decision right now because you know MCI, Verizon, Cap One that's been home for a while. They actually won some playoff games there. I don't know what's up with this team this year, but we're gonna see what happens, man. They in a rebuilding phase. And for all you teams that's laughing in the NBA chat, Orlando Magic, I remember when y'all was rebuilding. Okay. I remember those days. I know how y'all feel. But when we get back to being a contender, like when we had John Wall and Bradley Beal out here, I want that energy to change in that chat. And I ain't worried about the Pistons. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. As soon as I said the Pistons, you played the right music. It's sad up there.
What they had, like 25 straight L's now?
No dub December. No Christmas gifts.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. Let's get it. So that was a great show. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Clay Thompson, sorry.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.
Stop the cap.